Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. We're here in Death Mountain Crater. We've just finished up the Fire Temple, and we've picked up our new Megaton Hammer. And what does Navi want? An Arctic wind is blowing from Zora's river. Do you feel it? No, because I'm in the middle of a volcano. It's a little hot in here. So, anyway, now that we've picked up the Megaton Hammer, we can get a couple more things, or maybe, well, yeah, we can get a couple more things, so that's good. Of course, you know, pretty much any time you pick up a new equipment upgrade, you're going to be able to do a few things with it, so that's always a good thing to keep in mind. We've got a passageway over here that's blocked by rocks. And for some reason, Navi is very confused by this. I don't know why, but we need to break these with the Megaton Hammer. You can also do crouch stabs like that if you've done the hammer before. And she's still confused about it. Go figure. But you have to use the hammer on those. You can't use the bombs, but when you break them and go in, you can see it's a great fairies fountain. So let's stand on the Triforce here and play Zelda's Lullaby. Again, you know, I think I said before the Prelude of Light may be the most played song, but I'm pretty sure Zelda's Lullaby beats that out by a ton. Prelude of Light's probably going to be the most played Warp song, but... Alright, so let's let this chick do her thing here. Welcome, Link. I am the Great Fairy of Wisdom. I'm going to enhance your magic power. Ooh, that sounds good. Receive it now. Well, I don't have much of a choice, do I? But this is actually a pretty cool upgrade. It's definitely a good one, and it's going to help out quite a bit. I don't really use a lot of magic, as you've probably seen, but it's definitely nice to have. Your magic meter is enhanced. Awesome. And that's a very strange camera angle. It looks like Link has hands coming out of his side, but, well, we'll let that go for now. They really like to use adventurous camera angles in these little fairies fountains here. Twice as much magic power. It's good stuff. When battle has made you weary, please come back to see me. Oh, God, I don't even know what number in line you are now. 4th, 5th, maybe? I don't know, but... let's just say we probably won't be back, so don't call. But anyway, let's head on back out now that we've picked up our hefty new magic meter. It's now really, really long, so that's good. And we're pretty much forced right into this boulder here. We can break it with the hammer as well. And go through here. You can see there's a ladder to climb, and this is pretty much taking us back. Remember I said before the Death Mountain Crater is sort of divided into two areas, the one with the temple and the one that leads out to the trail. Well, breaking that rock sort of gives us a passageway so we can, you know, switch between the two. And this one right up here is the path that's going to lead us back out to Death Mountain Trail, so that's definitely good. And while we're up here, there's also something else we can do. Let's see, I'm going to go here, and we're going to take one tiny step towards the Big Goron Sword side quest here. We can equip the Goron Sword, walk over here, and... Whoa, that is a giant Goron. And there's something wrong with his eyes. Oh yeah, and he speaks really weird too, so I don't know how I'm going to do this, but... My brother opened a new store. It's Medigoron's Blade Store. However, I am better at making blades. Hylian carpenters praise me for my skills. I'm not lying. Yeah, see, I don't know why he exaggerates his letters sometimes, but here, fix this. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You will find them if you go to see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. Yeah, sure, why not? Will it make you stop talking funny? Alright, so we checked in the Broken Goron Sword and received a prescription, which we're going to apparently go see the king for. And also, you can hear this guy going... like all the time, and he's going to do that like as long as he's awake, and you'll hear it all the way throughout Death Mountain. So I'm gonna go back in and then head back out so we don't have to listen to that, because it may not seem so bad at first, but we're gonna be spending actually a little bit of time here on the crater, and that would get really, really annoying being able to hear it all the time. Probably gonna take damage. Yeah, figured as much. Alright, so we're going to actually be picking up a few Skulltulas around this place. We're going to need the Ocarina out because it has to be nighttime, so we can play the Sun Song, and there's a spider in midair back there, which is awesome. He probably wants some, so we're going to have to take him out. Nah, well, he probably would have left me alone, but whatever. Whoa. Can't really do the jump attack on a hill, can you? Alright, there you go. So you can probably hear the Skulltula. We're going to need the Megaton Hammer and break this rock. and it's sitting back here, so that is definitely cool. There it is. Alright, so let's just head back on down the mountain. There's one more that we can pick up here, so we're going to be getting that. You can kind of take a little shortcut, but you got to be a little bit careful. We're going to jump sort of off here, but don't go too far off or you'll jump over that fence and then be sent back to the entrance of to the crater. So just be a little bit cautious there. Then there's another rock here we can break with the hammer. Alright, so let's kill it and get the gold Skulltula. There's actually something kind of interesting that I forgot to show that I kind of wanted to. If you do the Megaton Hammer attack, then you do the little shield, stab, crouch thing, then it will sort of, store the properties of the last attack, as I've said multiple times. If you do that and hit the Skulltula with it, you can hit it as much as you want and it won't die. So I always thought that was kind of interesting. I was actually kind of surprised that it died with just a regular attack from the hammer, though, so I guess there's some other sort of glitching going on or something. Okay, so now that we've taken care of that, that should be number 65. I just want to check and make sure real quick. Okay, there we go. And now we're pretty much done here on the trail, so we're going to walk back to the Temple of Time. We're not going back to Link's childhood yet. In fact, we're not going to go back to Link's childhood again for a little while. So I'm basically just using that. Oh, that's nice, the Kuko crowed there. I'm basically just using this as a warp because the Hyrule Castle town is really close to... let's see, where are we going? We're going to Zora's River right now. So it's sort of in that area, it would save time from having to climb all the way back down the mountain and everything. So then go back through Kakariko Village as well. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're using it for here. The market is still infested with Redeads, which is still very creepy, but I've learned to deal with it. We can also take off the Goron's tunic now if we want, because there's no heat stuff to worry about. Wait. There we go. I got the the things mixed up. But yeah, there's no heat to worry about, so if you don't like the red clothes, you could switch them, but I'm not going to bother because we're actually going to be switching them for other purposes soon anyway, so yeah, we'll just leave it on as while we can. Alright, so we're going to grab Epona here, and like I said, we're heading towards Zora's River, which is back over this way. I don't think we've been down this way since we became an adult, so we're going to be seeing some new stuff. Navi mentioned an Arctic wind blowing from Zora's domain, so we're definitely going to be checking that out. I guess we can just leave Epona here, and she can take some drinks if she gets thirsty, so it's good. And let's head into the river. Not too much has changed in this sort of area here. It all looks pretty much the same, but now that we're an adult, there are a couple Skulltulas we can also pick up around here, so that's definitely good. You pick up a ton of refills from those bushes there. Also, the Kuko isn't here, which is kind of disappointing, and there's an Octorok, who just completely caught me by surprise. You can kill these guys either by reflecting the rocks or hookshot works as well, so that's probably the better way to do it, especially if they're on a different vertical plane than you. You can't really seem to hit them with the reflection that much, so... Alright, so yeah, like I said, there are a couple of Skulltulas we can pick up. We're going to head back around this way, and this is where the musical frogs were. You can see they're not there anymore, which is kind of disappointing. I like those guys, but I guess they have to move on sometimes too. Heck, I don't even know how long frogs live. They're probably dead, but, well, whatever. We'll just say they moved on. So we can come back over here. We've been back here before. We actually used it to pick up, I think we used it to pick up a heart piece when we were a kid. So now we're going to use it for even more side stuff, which is pretty neat. So let's climb on up, and let's see. We're going to make it night here because it obviously has to be for the Skulltulas to pop up. So we do that, jump across, and you can see the Skulltula appears on the wall up there. So this is where we get it from. Alright, there's that one. Now we're going to head upstream a little bit. Let's jump back across here. And make our way on down. It's pretty easy to get through this place as an adult because you can pretty much just wade through the water. You don't get carried away by it like you did when you were a kid. So this place is a lot less annoying to get through. Alright, and as we come through here, there's actually a Skulltula way up there that it's really hard to reach. You can't, I don't think we can get it from the ground anyway. Yeah, see, look at that. We can't quite reach it even though we're right on the edge, so you kind of have to stand on this fence, which can be a little bit hard to do. but if you aim it just right there, you can get it. That's kind of a tricky one. I actually really like that. We could come back for that one later once we get another upgrade, but you can get it now, so, you know, we might as well. And, well, we're right here at Zora's River waterfall area here, and you can see there's snow falling, so I guess Navi's whole Arctic wind thing was somewhat reliable. So let's go in and see what's up with this place now since 7 years have passed. There's that Zelda's Lullaby again. I really should have kept count of how many times I played this. You know, like if I could go back and, you know, start this over again, I would keep count of how many times you play Zelda's Lullaby. Also, it's kind of interesting to know that Link's legs are kind of crushed. I didn't point it out during that scene, but he's like really short during that cutscene, so if you want, you can sort of rewind and look for it. But holy crap, Zora's Domain, what happened? Oh look, Skulltula. Yeah, this place has definitely seen better days. The entire thing's been frozen over. The music doesn't quite fit anymore. It's actually just kind of eerie now that, you know, it's all frozen. There's no water flowing. Oh man, it looks like we're gonna have a lot of work to do around here. That's pretty bad, isn't it? So let's go up to see the king and see what he's been up to. I wonder if he's still even here. Whoa, holy crap, man, you're in some kind of big red barrier. That's crazy. Oh yeah, also, that torch is still lit. That's kind of weird, but whatever. So, yep, there's the king. He's looking pretty motionless. We can target him, but we can't talk, of course. So, yeah, we're definitely going to have to do something about that, but first we're going to pick up the collectibles around his kingdom. This tunnel also feels a lot more cramped now, but... so yeah, you saw that Skulltula whenever we were coming in. You need to get right on the edge here, then turn around and grab it with the hookshot. This one's kind of clever, actually. I do really like that, so pretty neat. Okay, and just to make sure, we should be at 68. I know I just checked it not too long ago, but I want to make sure of these things, you know. Okay, so yeah, King Zora's been pretty much encased in this red barrier stuff, so we can't really do anything about him for the time being, but we can still go past him, thankfully, because he didn't freeze in the middle. So that's good. We can just head on out and back to Zora's Fountain. And as you can see, the ice kind of melts a little bit here, so maybe it's not so bad, but it is still radically different. Remember, this is where Jabu Jabu was before, but he's nowhere to be found, and instead there's this big piece of ice here. So, yeah, that's kind of what's happened to Zora's Fountain here. So let's go on out, and there's all these kind of little ice platforms that we need to be jumping our way across. Of course, being ice, you do like slide on it, and to make matters worse, the thing like tilts up and down, so it can be really hard. Also, it doesn't help that the camera is like super zoomed in here, and there's nothing you can do about it. But alright, so we're going to be picking up this heart piece over here. It's pretty obvious. Just ride the circling platforms around and then get to it. And there we go. So it's also refilling our life, which is good. And now we are actually getting ready to enter a sort of mini dungeon here. If we make our way across this way and through these little rotating platforms, which are equally as annoying to run around on. You really, the controls is just so loose here. I mean, you just really got to practice it. As you can see, there's this big cavern that we can get to now, and as I mentioned before, this is going to lead us to a mini dungeon, but it seems like this is probably a good place to cut off, and we'll tackle this place in the next part. So, until then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.